In episode 3, our heroes and nearly all of their fellow players, 187 in total, return to the mysterious lair of the frontman and his various circle, square, and triangle-faced pink guards. The players are wiser, the jackpot is bigger, the game is more difficult. The episode starts with Jun-ho, the cop from the previous episode, following Gi-Hun. It quickly arrives at its destination, a barge loaded with such vans bound for a remote island. Jun-ho executes a maneuver by crawling beneath one of the vans and clinging to it, allowing it to carry him to the barge. He eventually gets the upper hand on one of the pink circle-faced guards, chokes him out, grabs his uniform, and throws him over the side of the barge to drown. We see him try to navigate the pink guy's numerous protocols, where to go, when to speak, what to do, and so on. Once he's inside, on the barge, he pretends to be seasick to excuse his lateness. During the second game, more on that later, he just claims to have become confused. The episode finishes with an implied threat that he will suffer some sort of repercussion as a result of his uncertainty. When it comes to taking risks, he's not alone. When the players reassemble after their dose of sleeping gas, many cliques develop, with the idea that there is safety in numbers. The majority of our heroes, including Gi-Hun, Sang-woo, Ollie, and the old guy, converge in one place. Deok-su, the gangster, rapidly assembles a small band of thugs. He is refused by the pickpocket, and he also rejects player number 212, the mother of a newborn with a lot more tricks up her sleeve than you might expect. When both the mother and the pickpocket are allowed a toilet break, they end up forming their own squad. The pickpocket wriggles her way into the ventilation system, where she spies on the pink guys melting big amounts of sugar as the mother, who smuggled smokes and a lighter in a little container implanted into her vagina. "Hey, smoke 'em if you got 'em," loudly fakes an attack of constipation. This is where things start to become a little hazy. Sang-woo finds out about the sugar from the pickpocket, but he doesn't tell his alleged colleagues. Another contender, number 111, finds a tiny piece of paper in his meal that says honeycomb, giving him an edge as well. The participants are herded into a set that resembles a huge playground, complete with a tall jungle gym, an adult-sized slide, and other amenities. They must form a line in front of any of the following shapes: a circle, a triangle, a star, or an umbrella. Sang-woo almost warns Gi-Hun not to accept the umbrella, but he keeps his mouth quiet in the end. The game is then revealed. Each player receives a tiny sugar wafer imprinted with the shape of their choice. They're given a needle and a set amount of time to use it to pluck the shape out of the wafer. It's game over if they're too slow or if they break the shape, and you're aware of what that entails. It's a close call, particularly for Gi-Hun, who chose the umbrella shape. Remember how he forgot his umbrella at his ex-housewife's last episode, which is why his daughter witnessed him deck her stepfather when she went out to return it. He's been losing umbrellas since he was a kid, according to reports. Sweat begins to pour from his face over the wafer, partially melting it, while players win and lose all around him. This, he understands, is the secret to victory. Licking the wafer causes it to thin out, making it easier for him to pop the umbrella form out. Meanwhile, the mother heats the needle with her smuggled lighter, melting the wafer and making her task simpler. When she wins, she gives the gangster the lighter in an attempt to gain favor with him. All of the key characters triumph one by one. However, one of the losers takes his guard's firearm and holds him hostage. He compels the guard to remove his mask and marvels at his young age before turning the gun on himself after watching all the other losers were gunned down. The frontman then personally executes both the maskless guard and the attacker, reminding the pink guys that if the contestants see who they are, they're dead. Subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this.